What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, back again for another video, man. You guys already know we do that One Piece every week, but last week we had a break. I feel like it's been damn near 3 weeks. It's been a minute, I feel like. But we're here nonetheless, man. Last chapter, very interesting chapter. We're learning a little bit more or getting more more hints at the past, you know, the historical aspect of One Piece once again. And also Vegapunk, what he wants to do. Vegapunk told the Straw Hats, I basically want to create Google, or the internet more so. You know, I'm just trying to create the internet so that people can have access to all the knowledge and shit that I have with my big ass brain, so they can have that access and do what they want with that information and whatnot. And Jinbei, I like that he even asked, he's like, well, ain't that kind of dangerous? Because people with these, you know, ideologies and, you know, these ploys, like if they have that access, they can just basically do dangerous shit. But Vegapunk answered to Jinbei, he was like, well, I mean, shit, we are worrying about stuff all the time, especially as a scientist. We're not going to progress. We're just going to stay stagnant and nothing will be improved and evolve. So I rock with Jinbei's question and Vegapunk's answer. I like both of them. That was really cool. And then we also got a little bit more on that giant that we had seen when we went to Egghead Island. And he said that that giant had attacked Maryjaw like 200 years ago, but it was created 900 years ago. So we're seeing more and more that in the past, the technology was insane. And I can't wait till we get more and more about that. Because that, everything from the voice entry, before all that shit is just crazy. And then later on in the chapter, we're seeing that CP0 is currently going to pull up, or they already are outside of Egghead Island, because we've seen the inventions. I think they destroyed some of them. So we've seen that, and we also seen Kuma. He's like on his way there, I believe so, because it looks like, because once that happened, he instantly started trying to run off of Kamabaka Kingdom. So, and Dragon and them was trying to tell him to stop. So I don't know what's going to happen in this chapter, but I'm excited nonetheless. Let's get into chapter 1068 of One Piece. Let's get into it. Chapter 1068, A Genius Dream. Bet. And in this, we still see, goddamn, I'm about to call him Gastino. I mean, he is Gastino, but Caesar Clown versus Judge. Both of these motherfuckers that nobody really likes to the most part. And like, we don't fuck with them, all right? We don't fuck with them. German 66 Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 25. 2 former members of Match reunited. Oh yeah, right, because Judge, yeah, they both are scientists. Yeah, okay. I always thought about that too, because they both have mentioned about like Vegapunk and all that stuff, so they work with them, and they are both scientists. So I wonder what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I obviously know that they've been fighting, like German 66 and Big Mom Pirates and all, but that's just interesting now that I think about it more. We appreciate Cypher Pole going to the effort of returning the Seraphim, but S-Bear can make its own way from there. I regrettably won't be able to greet you in person. It's been so busy lately. I forgot that Vegapunk told Luffy, like, get me the fuck away from Egghead Island. So I guess whatever prophecy or premonition or just his, I don't know, some kind of vision or hunch that he was about to get killed, I guess he's like, yeah, get me the fuck off of this goddamn kingdom, please. Please. Just order it to return to the island. You can consider your mission complete. Thanks again for all the hard work. How will CP0 respond? You already know they about to come in that mug. That's not exactly a warm welcome. So he has his suspicions. Right. It's been a long journey. Can we all at least pop in for some tea? It's so chilly out here. G14 is not too far. They're sure to give you a great reception. Dr. Vegapunk, I presume. Yes? Do you have any comment on all the recent disappearances at Egghead? Disappearances? What do you mean? 2 months ago, a CP5 vessel went missing. A month later, one of the CP7s vanished too. And just 2 weeks back, it was CP8's ship. Huh. Did he use those satellites, like his other versions of Vegapunk? Like, are those people? Because they do look like real people, you know? So that'd be interesting if he said, you know what, you infiltrate, or you came here, I'm about to take over. I'm about to basically turn you on to some cyborgs, put my brain inside of you. That's crazy if he did that. Unless I'm missing something. Nah, I don't think we know any CP agents getting fucked up there. So did he do that? Because so far he named one person from CP5 and then 2 from CP7, and 2 other groups, divisions, CP7 and CP8. Why hasn't a single government ship made it back after visiting you in the last 2 months? What? Is that really true? I can assure you we all remember seeing those ships depart safely. Just what are you getting at? Out with it already. You think we sunk those ships, don't you? Lilith, don't antagonize them. I've got half a mind I've got half a mind to let dock so you can see for yourself. That's even worse. Or they probably did sink them, but I don't know why my mind is thinking like, did he like get them? And that's like his satellites are the people that got, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause then that would make more sense as to why they would want to take Vegapunk out even more right now, upon all the inventions and all that kind of shit. But like, now it's okay, it's a little personal because you're taking out CP's, you know, government officials. So I don't know, maybe I could be tripping, but that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Regardless, we can't let you in. Please turn back. Very well, understood. You already know about to infiltrate that shit. What now, Lucci? Prepare to abandon ship, huh? We'll infiltrate using S-Bear's ability. A direct assault would always end in those sea beasts making a meal of the ship anyway. Ah, understood. Grand Line, Kuma, stop. Kuma-san, where are you going? He said, get the fuck. He just smacked out of there. He said, fuck that. Get the fuck away from me. Poof. And Dragon like, Kuma. Junkyard Egghead, you want to leave with us, old timer? How come? Isn't this your lab? It is. And up until now, I've been very happy to spend every berry the government has given to fund my research. New ideas continue to pour out of me, of course. Unfortunately, I'm still limited by time, money, and manpower. I preserve because I wish to change the world with science. I want to make a world where free energy is available to all. Hey, Oda, he be doing this thing, like just seeing the inspiration that you get from like real life figures or just anything like cultures, people, all that. Like, obviously this guy's like Einstein. He looked just like Einstein. Like, that's just, Einstein. He has the apple on top of his head on some Isaac Newton shit, apple falling off of the tree. And then right now talking about he wants to make a world where free energy is available to all. And that's literally Nikola Tesla, right? So I like that Oda is doing it. Like, he's putting all that into one person. That's, I don't know, I find that being pretty cool. So this seems like this is his dream right here, but he still just wants to have the world. So it's like, he has a goal. It's kind of like with Luffy. Goal of wanting to be the Pirate King, but having a dream that we just don't know about. Same thing with him. We know that his goal is to basically allow everybody to have access to his brain so they can get information and all that kind of shit. But his dream is that he wants to create free energy for everyone. You know what I'm saying? All across the world. Make the world free energy, where free energy is available to everybody. So I fuck with it. You clearly aren't following. He said, huh? Basically, you want to give stuff away to everyone. Nations often wage war over the natural resources we need to generate energy. Precisely, people can be so short-sighted. If they'd only open their eyes, there's energy all around us. Exactly. The world is teeming with it. And look how he's looking at the sky like, man, like, I fuck with this, though. If that raw power can be converted to a more apparent and accessible form, we'd never see another conflict spark up over it again. I'm certain science will make that possible someday. And so I think back when the voice entry, like, because back then they were creating a whole bunch of, different shit. And that's why we seen like this big giant here. Then we're learning more and more that it seems like that in the past, that civilization was very futuristic to some degree. And we have seen it throughout the series in different parts of the world. We've seen certain places look a little, you know what I'm saying? So I like that, like, Vegapunk's dream and wanting to have the world basically, I guess, kind of be like that, but a little different, where war isn't like an option, where people would just be satisfied with practically everything, all the energy around them, because he said there's energy everywhere. So I don't know why people want to have wars to fight over a lot of different shit when it's like, yo, like, we all can have this shit. I know that's not, it won't always work out in the end, because realistically that's just not how things work out. However, I will say that maybe nations will, like, I would say that maybe the wars all across the world will start to, get, not non-existent, but they'll start to decline just a bit, because at that point, what the fuck are we even fighting for anyway? If we already have shit that we would need, why fight? So, and it's a fictional series, so it probably could be very much achievable, unlike in real life, because real life, if that was the case, money and all that stuff. Like a lot of stuff wouldn't go the way that, you know, but One Piece also has a lot of realistic elements too. So maybe it won't even happen the way that he would want it to, but I'd assume so, just because it's a shonen. I would assume some optimism with that, with his dream would come true. Even if he dies, I think it will still come true, you know, because he's telling them this. So, you know, he has other people that know what he wants. So, you know, he said, Luffy like, you still don't care? Nah, it's great. You want to make people happy. I've got no interest in being a hero, though. Also, I still don't get why you want to leave. That's the thing. My quest to further my understanding of energy led me to investigating the ancient fuel. Exactly. That's kind of what I was talking about. That powered this mechanical soldier. My curious nature as a scientist compelled me to take a peek. Imagine how much we'd learn if that forbidden thread of history was unraveled. True. After a dear friend of mine died, I found myself diving ever deeper into that abyss to further his will. Interesting. After a dear friend of mine died, I found myself diving into a deeper abyss to further his... he's talking about Clover. Clover? Y'all know I'm talking about, the old guy at in Ohara. Yeah. In short, I know too much, and now the government wants to erase me just like Ohara. And that's the thing that I just don't really understand. It's like, okay, you guys know that he knows too much. Well, I guess they're pretty much done with him, though, because he made pacifistas, he did this and that. But that's another thing, too, though. Like, he makes all these things. He's very smart, so he knows... I'm sure he knows he has, like, a lot of contingency plans with all the creations that he have. And he can always, you know, purposely make things not the way that they would want them to be. So it's like, if you take him out, yeah, you're eliminating a dangerous, you know, adversary or just a dangerous person in general. But also, you are kind of eliminating somebody that you might need. And they have been needing, because we've seen that they've needed him for years. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I get it, but it's also like, okay, well, is it a good idea to take him out? But I guess they look at it as like, well, he's a little too dangerous to even know for sure at this point. So, and they're kind of right. I mean, look, he's talking to some pirates right now. So, I mean, technically they're right. But I'm just saying that, because even before that, it seemed like that's something that they're always going to do either way. So, that ruckus must be Cypher Pole 0. Yep. CP0, the direct subordinates of the Celestial Dragons. What? Weren't they called CP9? Luffy like, what the fuck? Well, I thought they were CP9. What happened? CP0 is a division that stands above the rest. They say the members have historically been harbingers of catastrophe. Golly, it truly is a city of the future. I can hardly contain myself. Cypher Pole agents, don't they usually wear black suits? Why didn't they? Yeah, they wearing that white now. Why didn't they come through the normal port? Hey, did you guys hear about the 2 weaponized sea beasts that were taken out near the coast? Don't tell me they're intruders. Shaka, CP0 are on the island. How did they bypass the port? God, they're here. You're the worst, Rob Lucci. Stay away. They must have realized that rejecting our request would inevitably result in the sea beasts consuming their ship. So they let it happen and used the Seraphim's Pawpaw powers to land instead. Yeah, they used Sea Bear, huh? We have no choice than to sacrifice the ship, their ship. Wait, we have no choice then. The sacrifice of their ship shows the resolve to fight. Yeah, then evacuate the researchers and workers. Atlas, make your way back to the lab. Prepare the Seraphim. We're deploying S-Snake, S-Hawk, and S-Shark, and trust their command to Sentamaru. Roger. Wait. Sentamaru is there? I don't remember. I don't remember we've seen him here. I don't know. But obviously, I know that he does be commanding pacifistas and shit, and he's, you know, like back in Sabodi, he was always here with pacifista and whatnot, with the pacifistas. So that's cool to see him back. I don't know if I just don't remember seeing him here in this arc, or I don't know, but it makes sense anyway. Now then, will you take me out to the sea? I won't need long to pack Quasar. We're not going on a field trip, old timer. Your sudden disappearance would definitely qualify as a catastrophe. I'll allow it though, since you've got a funny head. You call that a screening process. You say, hey, you know what? You got a funny looking that head, boy. You can ride with us. Fuck it. And let's head up. This place will soon be a battlefield. Would you mind bringing Bonnie with you to Lab Stratum above the clouds? Sure, no worries. Well then, see you there. Wait, what the fuck? What? He vanished. Apple Gramps. All this futuristic tech is really messing of my head. Yeah, that boy, he said, I'm out of here, deuces. We out. He said, what you say? He said, we're going to the stratum lab above the clouds. We out. See y'all there. Fuck it. Y'all got it. Wow, there's a space monster. Yeah, wow, yeah. Our guns aren't working. I've always wanted to take a swing. Is that cool little ugly ass? You better not ever transform to that fucking giraffe ever again. Unless you have like some other like form for it or something that looks better. Other than that, nigga, don't ever turn into that fucking giraffe ever again, boy. And an unworldly beast like I've always wanted to take a swing at an unworldly beast like this. You must be a genuine space monster. Tempest kick. We haven't seen that in a minute. Don't bother. It's a hologram. You could have told us sooner. You're as well versed as ever, Stussy. Yeah, this takes me back. All right, yeah, I forgot about Stussy. She was the one that was at that was undercover at Whole Cake. Yeah, Whole Cake Island. I'm going to pop up and take a look-see above the clouds. Oh yeah, I forgot Kaku be doing that shit. That's cool. This feels a little nostalgic. If Vegapunk's around, he'll be up there. Those two lines on the cloud, can you see them, Lucci? Yep. When an enemy target crosses those lines, beep, a laser beam is triggered to neutralize the threat. It's a deterrent system that corners the entire lab stratum. They call it the Frontier Dome. Kaku-san, moral of the story is, it's unwise to underestimate the world's greatest scientist. God damn. Wait, Kaku got? Yeah, he did. God damn. You should really mention the kind of intel beforehand. You're a piece of work, Stussy. At least you're not chilly anymore, right? Hey, what's the big idea? I'm the only one who's allowed to rampage on Egghead. Dr. Atlas. Atlas, she's one of the Vegapunks. Atlas, wait, you don't stand a chance. Ultra mighty punk. This isn't a game. 6 king pistol. God damn. Dr. Atlas, she's showing no mercy. Oh, fuck. He is fucking that little girl up. That little girl Vegapunk up. Well, big girl, because she is big. God damn. God damn, Lucci. Dr. Atlas, huh? Straw Hat. Oh, hold on. I read that out of order. I wasn't supposed to read that yet. Dr. Shaka has ordered us to evacuate. Everyone retreat to the factory. We're under attack. Looks like you're still breathing. Yeah. Come on, let's head to the top to the top with the vacuum rocket thing. He said, Straw Hat. Pigeon Guy, a fateful reunion. I've been seeing people talk about this online, like, or on Twitter and shit. Like, they've been like, man, Lucci shouldn't be this strong. Lucci can't be this strong. Like, what? Why would Lucci be this strong? I'm like, yo, there's a few things. All right, first and foremost, this is old as fucking manga. Like, he can do whatever the fuck. If he wants to say somebody's stronger than somebody, he can say that. I mean, to be quite honest, that's. He could do that. Of course, it's all about execution at the end of the day. Of course. But it's been 2 years. I'm very certain that somebody like Rob Lucci, right? For him to get beat by essentially a rookie pirate around that time. Of course he was a rookie pirate. But if he got beat by him in that fight, right? And he's supposed to be a CP9 agent. And now we've seen him upgrade to CP0. Why would you think he upgraded, right? He wouldn't be the same person like last time. And that's my thing. I don't know why people keep thinking that, like, the main characters are the only ones that are allowed to improve in battle. Like, why? Just because they're younger? That don't ever make sense. You could be old and still improve. Like, why? You know, it's not about, like, growing, like, you know, like, you're growing up from like a kid to a teenager to an adult type thing. It's not like that. It's more so like, well, he got fucking stronger. And honestly, it makes more sense for somebody like him out of like a lot of people. And what I mean by that, I mean like even like with Crocodile, for example. I mean, I know Crocodile has always been nasty, but like if we were to say that he seems to be stronger than what he was even back like in Marineford, more or less, or you know, at any time, right? Like, if we're cool with that, like, I'm definitely okay with that. If we're cool with that, then why not be cool with Rob Lucci getting stronger? I mean, he's a part of CP0, the top, you know, of the government officials. Like, why wouldn't he be that strong? Why wouldn't he train? We've seen him train. We've seen all of them train, all CP9 agents. So, just to me, it seems like it makes the most sense for him because you know he's a fighter and he's a killer. He's a assassin. So, if out of anybody in this series, I would think that Rob Lucci would be one of them. So, I don't know why people even have these debates. Of course, he's not as strong as Luffy. Like, no shit. Of course, he's not as strong as him. But I would definitely assume that he's just as strong as, like, his Gear 4, like, you know, one of his Gear 4 forms. Like, probably, you know, like, probably, you know, Tank Man, you know, Bounce Man, whatever the fuck. Whoa, yeah, Bounce Man, or even Snake Man. I mean, I don't find that to be that crazy. I don't. I really don't. Like, I dead ass don't. Like, I'm sure he's probably as strong as like Zoro or Sanji. Somewhere, like, you know, like, why is that? I don't know. I don't know why I should even talk too much about that. I feel like that was kind of common sense in my mind, but it is what it is. Dope chapter nonetheless. Dope chapter. CP9 or CP0 rather, they pulled up. And it's gonna be a fight. Looks like it's gonna be a fight before we even get to the Stratum Cloud Lab up there. But it looks like Vegapunk is on our crew for right now. He like one of the little temporary members. So that's what's up. And one thing about the Straw Hats though, they be getting I don't know. Oda really be giving them like, he be giving them the alley-oops all the time. Like Robin, for her to be able to read, you know, poneglyphs, like that alone is like bam. You got Frankie. He's a cyborg, a science, or he can build shit. He's a shipwright. Like he can do a whole bunch of shit. He invent a lot of things. He has the memories of Pluton to the Pluton blueprint, you know. And then you have like, you know, like you have all these people that's just nasty, like Zoro, Sanji. They nasty as hell. They can defeat, you know, commanders of Yonko crews. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of they got a lot of stuff. The Navigator, like. We got things that other crews don't have is basically what I'm saying. And have Vegapunk above all that, like, well, on top of all what I've just said, that makes them, it almost makes it seem like they're damn near untouchable in a certain kind of way. Like, they have everything that they would ever need to even go to the One Piece. So, you know, I would wish that Oda would kind of calm down on that kind of stuff just a bit, because I feel that it makes it kind of obvious that, I mean, I know that that's the goal for us to, you know, get to the One Piece and whatnot, but it's like, you know, the final island. But it's like some of the things that I see, it's like, okay, it makes it even more like probable, like it makes it even more likely that they're going to get there because they have people like Vegapunk and they have somebody that can read poneglyphs like Robin and they have all this and that and the third and even other support, you know. But it's not really a big deal because we know that it's going to happen. It's just that I feel like Oda kind of forces it too much. Like he does a little too much for the Straw Hats. And I feel like he should do that more with other crews just to make them seem more believable. Like Blackbeard's crew, for example, I only believe in them because of Blackbeard. It's not really about anybody else on his crew that really stands out. They all stand out like as a collective, but he doesn't have anybody that I feel like gives him the upper hand. Other than right now, he does have Pudding. So that is something that's the upper hand right there. That alone, boom. And maybe Kobe, depending on how you use that. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I don't want it to be too long. It's already too long, but whatever. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys on the next video. Please stay tuned. I'm going to have JJK and this coming out the same day. So whichever one comes first, understand that another one coming out right around the same time. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video.